It's chilly out there.
No, I don't want you going out there. It's a little chilly. Oh, I forgot to get water. When it go on sale. I think it's gonna go on sale next week. I don't know. Let's see.
It's 2 for $5 for a 32 pack, so that's not a bad price.
I don't know.
And it, so, did you get the gas?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
sweet? Oh my
Mhm.
god.
I filled up for it was $15.
Did you?
Yeah.
So you were on empty too?
Yeah, I was on empty.
Yep. Yes. Yeah. What are you doing? Stop doing that.
What you doing?
Want to drink some dish fluid
Oh.
or cleaner? Stay out of there. No, no, no. Yeah, go. Yeah. Yeah. What? No. Right. Stop it. That's enough. Back up. Go sit down over there. Go over there in your seat. Over there. That's you. Right there. Right there. There. That's you. Sit down over there. Yeah, take him with you. Don't take it out or no. Nice, baby. Mwah. Mwah. Stop. Okay, thank you.
You know what? I probably only want, well, I need three more. Hey, AJ. Says thanks for keeping it real about the Nest No Mess thing. Clarification that actually was not her. Okay, so it wasn't, because I did go look. And I said, woo, that's Miss Pizarro. And I'm just saying, because as much as Miss Pizarro be talking, you know what I'm saying? I picture Miss Pizarro as like a little slim, thick thing. You know, a little cute thing that got a big old mouth on her. That's how I picture Miss Pizarro. Hey, Blazin'. Hey, Nine. Hey, Red Rose. Hey, The Voice. So I got baby girl here. But yeah, no problem. You know, right is right. Right is right. You know, regardless of whatever people getting along, it don't mean that, yeah, I don't agree. When I say I don't fuck with the doxing shit, that's what I mean. Like, I don't care who it is. At all. And I feel like it's just a person, you know, when you end up contradicting yourself about everything that you talking about, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like everything else that you've done or said or all conversations had kind of like just went down the drain, you know. And I feel like Ness has a good point of view. I feel like her thought process and the way that she, you know, articulates things is on, you know, a pretty high level for her to throw all of that away just to try to dox somebody. You know what I'm saying? It kind of like contradicts everything. YouTube been fucking up though for me today. What's your comedy race? I saw you say I'm probably making faces. Oh, ooh. I am making faces. What happened? Uh-oh. Y'all, this thing. Okay, then. Hold on, let me do this. Shit. Hold on, let me do this. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I know this is probably like crazy to look at like that, but I'm trying to get y'all even. You know what? I'm probably gonna have to um hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Boss lady, what you doing, boo? Hey, no nonsense. I said it's about police reform all over the country. That's what it's about. Okay. Okay. All right. Making enchiladas, y'all, child. Robbing the hell out of some California grill. Boss lady. Hey, Lady T. Boss lady. They, this ain't got nothing to do with no George Floyd. Okay, babe. Okay, Jalen. This ain't got nothing to do with no George Floyd, okay? I don't care who be mad at me. I don't care who be mad at me. I just don't. Because you know what? I don't want to hear about people and their emotions. I don't want to hear about, people are upset. People, this is the last time. People don't want to see it happen no more. I don't want to hear it, okay? Get your ass out there to your city halls, to your government centers, to your voting polls. Learn who's running your community. Learn who is making your decisions. Okay, learn the laws, what to do, what not to do, how to do it. Okay, period, Jada. Period. They do. Burning down Target and robbing the damn all the pills out the motherfucking pharmacy. Like, that's the first thing y'all gonna do is go rob the pharmacy for pills. How is that helping somebody? What is that doing? Look, y'all can. I just no, no. Now, if you're gonna get out there, if you're gonna protest, if you're gonna get out there, if you are going to show up, voice your opinion, if you gonna show them like, look, you can try that shit here if you want to, but we ain't going for it, then okay, I get that. But to be tearing up stuff, making it so that you coming out of pocket even more, making it harder for you to find a place to live and have a community that's nice and um, all of that. Like, it is not about that man's death, period. Like, no, burning and robbing. Well, how is that helping somebody not die again? No. How about raise your children to go work on the police force and be a better officer than the ones that's on there? How about that? You know?
Food. Oh, paper. Paper. Amara. Paper.
Girl, those coupons, don't tear those up.
Oh.
That's money.
Money.
Hey, Tajor.
Hey, what you doing?
So what y'all think? What y'all think about it? Hey, Bobby, how you doing, babe? Still, that's unacceptable. Breaking windows, stealing people's stuff. Yes, I've just learned that when someone blocks you, you can't see their community feed. Yeah, AJ, I just learned that too. Who blocked you, babe? It is a human response to war. All civilizations and races do it. Well, I guess that's all I'm gonna say. I guess, like, that don't make it right. That don't make it right. It's a lot of natural human responses to things that don't make it right. It doesn't make it right. Like, something has to change. See, that's the whole point. something has to change from the norm. That's the whole point. So I'm glad you said that, Lady T. I'm glad you said that. Because like in order to get different results, you need to do something different. So to keep on doing the same thing and handling things the same way as you usually do, then that's not helping nothing. It's not helping anything. Y'all, I got one too many enchiladas. I'm about to stuff this mug right on the side over here. That's okay. They'll eat it. Okay, they'll eat it. That's the whole thing. I think they was doing it because they can. I think they saw it happen in another community where it happened at, and a lot of communities just said, "Let's go in." Period. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like. I feel like a lot of people just did it just because they wanted to. That's it. Yes, no nonsense. Me too. Me too. Well, the police commissions and unions are coming together. Period. Thank you. What did we say? What did we say yesterday? Guess who gonna pay for them? Guess who gonna pay for extra officers? Guess who's gonna pay for police stations to get rebuilt? Guess who's gonna pay for targets and all this stuff to get rebuilt? Insurance companies. Guess what? That means your rates going up. Guess what? Guess what? Tax money. Who gonna pay for that? Hmm. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. All of us. Thank you. We are. Yes, we are. Well, y'all are because I work under the table. So, but but for real, yeah, taxpayers. Let's clarify. Hey, Jay Parrish. No, April, they're coming together to make changes. Are that well? That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for clarifying that because I haven't been watching the news, y'all. I'm just depressed. I was gonna follow up like tomorrow morning. I was like, I'm gonna get up and hey Eric, and look and see what's updated and all that kind of stuff or whatever. But that's good. If they coming together to make changes and stuff like that, then amazing, amazing. And see, the thing about it is, if all of this does get, if this is what has to happen to get attention, I guess it's a necessity. But
No. Testing the water.
but if it's, but I still think that people are doing it for the wrong reason. Now, if it gets the results, then okay. But I still don't feel like they doing it because of that man's death. I just don't.
Gigi. Say Gigi. Say it. Say her name. Hi, Gigi. Say hi, Gigi. Gigi. Do no. Be a lady. Is it sign language? You got sign language? Huh? Right. Mm.
What you doing? You want some? What you want? Ooh. Hope everybody's staying well. I live in downtown. Oh, I hope you doing good, Eric. Be safe, hon. Don't go out if you don't have to. It's just a different way for a change to happen. But violence seems to be the only way to get attention. And that is true. Look at how drama, cussing, sex, like anything like wrong or bad or negative. That seems to be what gets any attention. Thank you, Jay Parrish. They looted our tombs. We loot their target. I mean, thank you, no nonsense. Police chiefs wait a minute, are talking how things need to change too. That's never happened. Never, especially not publicly. Thank you, Chanel. Hey, mamas. Aw, you can. Aw, you say bye bye. Bye bye. You tell them bye bye. Where they going? Where they going? Thank you, Brown Sugar. Yes, looting is wrong. Riots are the result of folks not being heard. And well, it's getting attention, that's for sure. Yeah, yeah, boss lady. And that's the thing. Thank you, boss lady. That's the thing. I mean, no nonsense. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No. Hi, mama. Bye bye. You sleepy mamas? You sleepy mamas? A sleepy mamas. A sleepy mamas. Her pretty girl. Pretty, pretty girl. She tired. There she go. They her a pretty girl. A pretty, pretty girl. She gonna go to sleep, y'all. Pretty, pretty girl. Pretty, pretty girl. So all I gotta do is touch her. And she gonna go to sleep. I bet the hell it ain't no nonsense. Pretty, pretty girl. A pretty, pretty girl. Pretty, pretty girl. Pretty, pretty girl. She's a pretty girl. She's a smart girl. She's a nice girl. She's a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl. She's a smart girl. She's a nice girl. She's a pretty girl. Yes, her is a nice girl. Yes, her is. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you tired?
Mm-hmm.
Aww. Mwah. I love you. What? I'm not leaving. And neither are you. Okay. Good night. It's CP. Night night. Pleasant dreams. It's okay. You can do it.
Well, this is time she's supposed to go
Yes.
to sleep.
Yep.
And then she'll stay asleep.
Yep. Yep. She just wants to go to sleep and be normal.
People are doing destruction, doesn't even live in the neighborhood. Yeah, and they were arresting some of the people who were doing the looting, and they said that they have traced them back to white supremacist groups. So some of the ones who were doing the looting, especially in Minneapolis, were from white supremacist groups. Sleepy mamas. Yep. Extreme measure for extreme results. I mean, I get it. Like I said, I understand. But I just feel like at the end of the day, I feel like we gonna pay for it. I still feel like we gonna pay for it. You know? Loyalty. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, loyalty. I said we gonna pay for it. Just watch. And it's not gonna be It ain't gonna be just no one-time hit either. Okay? Oh, trust and believe. We gonna pay. And it ain't only gonna be we gonna pay. Like, you gotta think, like, a lot of us have kids that are working now. Um, kids that are, just now gonna be going out there into the world in the next couple years or so. They're gonna have to pay. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you want results, you want change, but there is a way to do things. There's a way to do things. And the thing about it is, here's the thing: extreme measures for extreme results, correct? So here's the thing: why does it have to be that somebody has to die for people to be outraged? Why does it have to be that somebody has to lose their life before people come together and work together, or before people voice concerns about their neighborhoods and their communities and the way things are done? You know, and that's the whole thing. Yeah, people have been outraged, but how many? Hey, German lady, babe, I'm sorry my phone dropped off on you earlier, but you know what I'm saying? Have they though, Brittany? Have they really? Have they really? Because I don't see a lot of press conferences, and I don't see press conferences or group meetings or protesting or people congregating for justice or for change. We don't see people voting and all of that kind of stuff. So, are they really working in their communities? Are they really? But why shouldn't we? Why wouldn't we see it? So we don't see that it's going on. We see them now. So why wouldn't we see them any other time? Okay, so you have, and you're talking about in your area. I'm talking about across the country.
Well, on the couch.
Okay, yeah.
Because I got a sheet on there.
Yeah. Well, all I'm saying is that, we don't see, I mean, right now we see a lot of people. And then, I mean, social media. Hey, Miss Obey. Social media, like, even if it was just on social media where you see people coming together and working together and voting and talking about, the different changes that need to happen, or talking about things that they're working on and stuff like that. Like, I don't see that. And if it is happening, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not like what's going on now. You know? This is what oppressed people do when pushed to the edge. Y'all too worried about damaged property and money while we trying to get these motherfuckers off our neck, literally. AH. Again, like I said, it's not all about the money and all of that stuff. All I'm saying is, why do people have to die over and over and over again before people get to this point? Why does it have to be something as extreme as a death? Why can't it be the amount of arrest that happens in your area? Why can't it be that the schools are deprived? Why can't it be that there aren't enough after school programs? Why can't it be that how the money is being mismanaged in your community? Why can't it be those types of things that get people so involved, that they are out in their communities and trying to make a change and make things happen. Why does it have to be somebody has to die? Because honestly, if there was enough people that were out there in the communities and working out there and stuff, they would see the presence. They would see that certain behaviors are not going to be tolerated, that they can't just do anything to anybody, and it's just going to set, it's just going to be accepted. So that's just my opinion. I don't expect everybody to agree, but I'm just voicing my opinion and what I feel like. I just don't feel like it should have to get to this point. People have been dying. People have been getting killed. Black people been getting killed. How many deaths have we heard about that's had national coverage? That have been recorded. The situations have been recorded, and we've actually seen proof, seen interactions, and we see that these deaths were senseless. How many times has that happened in the last, you know, 5 years? We counted how, when Trayvon Martin died, 8 years. Like, how long has that been going on? How long has it been going on that we haven't seen it? And people will not get up and do anything. If your presence is felt, like I said, you have to show up. You have to show up. You have to teach people how to treat you in any situation. You have to teach people to treat you with respect. If you start a new job, you have to set boundaries. If you are meet somebody new for a friendship, boundaries, relationship, boundaries. Out in your community, boundaries. Take care of your neighborhoods. Show up at public meetings. Be attentive at your kids' school. Go down there and vote. Put things that you want to see happen in your community on the ballot. Do petitions. All of that kind of stuff. Thank you, Brittany. And that's all I'm saying. I don't think a lot of the looting and stuff like that has anything to do with his death, with George Floyd. I think it's just because they just wanted to do it. So, mm, that's because anything, anything negative and anything like drama filled is going to get the attention, and the attention is gonna get taken away from the initial cause for the conversation, or so that's like anything. So with the looting and the arrest and you know who's doing it, all that kind of stuff, that is going to get the attention off of the murder and the trial and everything. That's like any type of negativity or drama. I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to pain and anger have a loud voice. You damn right about that, boys. You damn right about that. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Well, I mean, all I'm saying is these killings and things like that have been going on, and we haven't had anything like this happen for any of the deaths. Not that I've seen. I haven't seen any looting or protesting, or well, there has been some small protesting, but nothing like this. It hasn't happened. Not like this. But if it gets the results, hallelujah. I just feel like people should be consistent in their works. And not just do things because you have an opportunity to do it and get away with it. Do it because you actually give a fuck. Be doing it because you actually give a fuck. Be doing it because you actually care and you actually want to see change. Don't do it just because other people are out there doing it and you can just get away with it. No, it's not ours though. Also, a lot of it is occurring downtown and in shopping districts. If one of my sons was murdered before the world, you will hear and see mine believe that. When they burned Minneapolis, I was like, burn that bitch down. But these copycats in other cities is delayed response. Yep, Louisville been knowing about Brianna. Thank you, Miss O. Thank you. That's my whole point. Thank you. Thank you. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. All I'm saying is that we're going to have to pay for it and stuff or whatever. I'm not focused on that. It is what it is. We got to pay for everything else. What I'm saying is this what people are doing? Does it really have anything to do with his death, or is it just because they just want to do it? That's what I'm saying. Just like when I was saying, when you have bystanders standing there watching him lose his life. Delayed response, I guess. They're always marching, but never to this extent. Yeah, never to this extent. And that's all I'm saying. I just don't feel like it actually has anything to do with his death. I just feel like people just doing it because they can. Y'all, I left the other bag of tortillas out in the car, but yes, but if you doing it anyway, make it purposeful. Kill who kills, and don't get locked up behind no electronic. Wait a minute, hold on. Yes, but if you're doing it anyway, make it purposeful. Kill who kills, and don't get locked up behind no electronics and shoes. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Like, it should, direct the anger towards the ones who are causing the problem. His death was felt all over this country, but others weren't. So, what makes his so much more important than others? Some. That's the missing word, in my opinion. They should be protesting the stores or not buying from those stores, not tearing up their state and setting building fire. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't purchase from the stores. There's probably somebody in your neighborhood or in your social media or somebody who can sell you the same thing. Well, okay, what is it, AH? What is it? Because, like she said, we just had Breonna Taylor. We just had, what's his, Ahmad. We just had, who else died? What was that? Was that last year? The guy, who the officer went into his home and killed him. Wasn't that just last year? We just had him. Like, we just had, like, well, even just Ahmad, and just this year, we've had 3 that we know of that were nationally known murders. So, hey, Hoodoo. You said what makes him so important? Um, it was the full video and the demons' faces that made a difference for me. Well, I mean, I guess that could be. It could be that you have a full video. Well, I mean, if that's what makes a difference, and that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. I'm asking, is it the actual death? Is it the actual action? Or so it's that you was able to see it happen. So you were able to actually see it happen. And so that's what makes the difference. No, he didn't care. He didn't care. I'm telling you, like, the thing, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, when it came out that they had work history together, it's one too many. Okay. All right. Okay. Mm. Shit, we saw Rodney King on VHS yep, home camera recorder, and ain't shit changed. That's right, Miss O. Hey, Kimberly. I usually a peaceful person, but I'm a 60s baby. I say burn that ish down to the cement. I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm just all about the why. Yes, the voice. I do. I do. Every day. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hello. Hold on, y'all. Let me go get these tortillas. Okay. Oh, I was on lock. I'm on live. Oh.
Super gravy.
My bad, y'all. We saw 3 other cops be complicit and help kill him. That was devastating to see. You damn right about that. And they act like they don't even exist. They act like they wasn't even there. Ain't nobody even talking about them. They keep talking about the one. It was 4. It wasn't just one. You said I look like my mama? You should see my brother. My brother really look like my mama. Y'all, I got my blue. Where the other one go? Oh, and I got the purple. Remember I was looking for my purple eyeliner earlier? I got the L'Oreal Infallible. And I got some green onion dip mix. Yes, but this is the conversations that I like, y'all. I like to hear, like, you know what I'm saying? This is what I mean. Like, we don't all have to agree all the time and stuff like that. And I like this. Because I do want to hear other people's point of view and stuff like that or whatever. I do want to hear darker skin and hair with same features. Yep. Yep. I got my daddy's nose. My mama's is little and go up a little bit. And my daddy's lips. Yes, I think it was the constant murders of our people and the visuals of George being murdered that enraged the people. That got to be what it is, because that is what I keep um Thank you, Chef. Thank you, babe. Enough is enough. If not now, when? I mean, yeah. If not now, when? I'm just saying. I mean, I guess we can't go back. So let me say, as far as my point of view, I guess we can't go back and start back. But I'm just saying, this is the third one. And like Miss O said, like St. Louis, Brianna, that situation been happened. That murder been happened. So now all of a sudden, they want to protest and tear stuff up too. But you don't got no plate?
Where did they go?
I don't know, because I ain't probably had nothing. I mean, I didn't know they wasn't none in there. I already bought some.
They done.
You can open the oven and see if the cheese is melted, the bottom one. She could have said, oh, hi, since she made a cameo, LOL, she said, oops, and took off. Mom, they said, you said oops and took off.
See, I knew it.
They said you could have said hi since you did a cameo.
Hi. Nah.
Hey, Deborah. Have you been paying attention to who was causing the destruction? Are you talking to me, Hoodoo? You saw him literally take his last breath. Yeah.
Oh no, give me a spoon.
Yeah. Yes, I've been. You're talking about the initial destruction right now.
Oh my god.
What?
It's over something.
What?
Hey Chanel. Yeah, I've been.
We could go to the gate.
Go to the gate.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to who's been. You talking about who's starting the damage and stuff? Yeah.
I don't want to be on her stuff.
There's videos. We were talking about that earlier. That there was
What?
He could walk through here. Or we
the
could
video.
we
I'm
could
sorry,
go
y'all.
outside.
My daughter just came in, but the video showed of that man at AutoZone. He was an undercover officer
Probably.
that started that damage. And then you have other ones that ain't even in the neighborhood, and they were from white supremacy groups. So.
Is the food ready? I mean,
And I don't know how.
can we get something to eat? I mean, I don't know.
I said, look in the oven.
Can you walk through here?
If you want something.
Hannah, take them off.
Yep, you can.
Alright.
My bad, y'all. That's a lot going on. I don't know. Okay, my bad, y'all. But yeah, we getting all the blame, and I don't know how though when it's on video.
Sorry. I told Hannah that we can't do a fire. Can you walk through here?
Yeah, I don't care if you got Pac-Man up.
Yeah, I got him up.
Y'all hear Pac-Man? He barking at Kiana's friend. Getting all the blame. And it's crazy and did y'all hear about the CNN? I was watching the video earlier of the CNN reporter got arrested. Him and his crew got arrested. But we know this, and that's why we need to separate ourselves, because I saw us in Lenox Mall.
Mom, you know they started enforcing like curfew, and if you if you caught outside, then they gonna shoot you with rubber bullets.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing, y'all. And this is the thing. Do you want, see, this is what, let me say this real quick, because I had just said yesterday that, hello, I had just said yesterday made a comment about the bystanders standing there while he took his last breath. Thank you, me. Thank you, me plus. But I had made a statement about the bystanders standing there, watching him take his last breath, and nobody felt compelled to make any move. Like nobody felt compelled to jump in or you know, there were people screaming stuff in the background, but nobody felt that enraged to make a move right there at that moment when he was losing his life. Right now it says say hi.
Alright.
And I was told that I was wrong, that they're not going to, you're not going to put your life on the line, or you're not going to get shot. You know, they would have got shot. They would have got this, and that. But now y'all are telling me extreme results get extreme measures. So which one is it? Because y'all was telling me the extreme results, I mean, the extreme measures wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth your life, or wasn't worth, you know, you getting hurt. But now it's okay to do extreme measures. That's what I mean. Like, people have conditions and limitations and standards on, and you know, on things. So that's what makes me feel like, is it really genuine?
These chicken.
Uh-huh.
Can I just get a regular taco?
Uh-huh. You didn't want chicken?
No, I do. I want a regular taco too.
Oh, here, we'll take that last meat then. Is that gonna be enough meat, or you want this too?
Mm-hmm.
You want this?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, and I'm not saying everybody just run up and get shot up, but I'm just saying anything. Like, I don't know, y'all. Like, it just seems like people are conditional. It's just conditional. It's conditional. I guess it's just whatever people feel like doing, I guess. I don't know. I guess you might get mad. You might get mad, or later on after you walk away, you might get even madder just thinking about it later. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe they wasn't as mad right then. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, because it's like, there's a, you know, it's like, yeah, this is necessary. It's now. It's necessary. We gotta show them, you know, this and that, but, I don't know, whatever. Bottom line is, people gonna do what they want to do when they feel like doing it. Period. Point blank. That's my opinion. That's just it for me. People gonna do what suits them and what's comfortable for them. That's it.
Oh.
For the uprising and anger steadily grew. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Okay. Alrighty. Dang, I should have made more hamburger. I thought, but no, this enough. This enough. Ain't nobody even here. She said she went down by the water.
She was taking water.
She said she was, but since I came, she asked me if she could stay. All I'm gonna say, y'all, is be careful. Love on your people while they here.
the ones in the stove are done.
Yeah,
I'm
they're on
so
top of the stove.
hungry. Huh, right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna learn how to make my own enchilada sauce. I'm gonna look that up and see if I can make my own. Some people don't got it in them. Yeah. Hey, Brown Sugar, you up in the bushes listening? Okay, Hoodoo. The baby girl who filmed don't deserve backlash. She a baby, and we're her parents. She don't need to be filmed alone. Wait a minute. Who was filmed? It was a little girl who took the video.
Oh,
Not
he
stood by
started
and
the
watch.
fire.
I wouldn't have stood
Okay.
by and watched. Yeah. An uprising escalated. If you can't compare those 10 to 15 bystanders. Okay. I mean, 10 to 15 bystanders, I'm just saying, if you standing right there while somebody is being killed, I don't care police or not, like,
Is it? Oh.
I don't know. Like I said, I probably wouldn't have ran up either to get shot, but I'm just saying, the way that he died, you know,
Yeah.
he basically got crushed to death or his breath. If somebody would have made some type of uproar right there at that moment to get their attention and alleviate that pressure off of him, he may not have passed away.
They were doing all that, and he did it anyway because he's a bad man. He's gonna die.
And he just already had feelings about that man anyway. Because of them working together. That's all. He seen who it was and he was like, oh yeah. It was a 17-year-old. Hey, Simone. Oh my goodness. A 17-year-old baby girl who found. Let me see. Well, they couldn't process how to react. Yeah, I get it, 99. I think a lot has to do with this generation. Most don't care or have respect for nothing. So when the chance to get up, act up, arise, then you get the looting and craziness. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Dolly's house. How you doing, babe?
Mom.
They interviewing the 17-year-old after and she being bullied. People blaming her for just filming. No, that's crazy.
He was already in custody though. Like they could have just put him in the back of the car.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier on
Did
German
you-
Ladies Live.
Did you see the videos before?
No.
They had him.
I didn't see the video before.
They had him up against the wall, and then, but I don't know how he got like on the side of the police car on the floor, cause they already
They said
had
they was beating him up before.
Yeah, they had to because he was already in custody. Like he had the handcuffs on him. They could have just put him in the back of the car.
And that's what happens. You get him the handcuffs on him. You pick him up, put him in the car, do your thing or whatever you doing, and you pull off and take him to the station. Like, that's it. That's what I'm saying. He was laying there with his... And that's why I tell y'all, be careful. You be out there, y'all be riding around and stuff, like, be aware of your surroundings. And be aware of the situations you have yourself in, because any little thing can set the wrong person off and give them a reason. Any reason. Just because of the way that you look. Looks like you were counting to 10 a minute ago, walking in a circle. What was that? I pretty much was. It's just sad, y'all. It's just sad. It's sad. You know, I do have a son. He's grown into a young man. You know, you think back of just afraid that it's going to end bloody. And that's the thing, like up in Detroit, a 19-year-old boy is dead. A 19-year-old boy is dead. Got shot at the protest. And that's what I mean. And that's why I said like it's ways to do things because you know, within all this anger and with all this anger and rage and all these emotions and you know, we start to hurt each other. You know, you at the protest or you arguing and fighting with somebody or you know, you get to the point where you push a little too far or you provoke or you give another officer a reason. You give them a reason to take another life because then you're out there and you know like I said downtown in my city they was throwing water bottles at the police and throwing them at their cars and you know doing all types of shit or whatever and it's just like you know you don't want to lose more lives um there's just way to do things you know and there's power in numbers and I do believe that if see here's the thing and this is what I was just saying on the phone a minute ago a little bit ago I was just saying on the phone that you have minorities white people are the majority in our country right they're the majority in the world but they're definitely the majority in our country right so but all of them are not racist you have a lot of good ones a lot of them are tired a lot of them want peace and just want to just be you know um and if you have all of us and we're working together and we're showing up and we're doing the work right and then we also have allies of some of them because there's more good than bad there's more good than bad that will outnumber and eventually overpower the bad ones. But people have to come together in that, you know? Um, there's a lot of people who feel like, fuck that, I don't trust none of them. Um, no, it's just us against them and this, and that. But I truly feel like if we can position ourselves and make the connections and present our face, be there when they're having those open meetings, be there when the ballots are taking votes, be there putting in petitions and doing paperwork and helping people and all that kind of stuff. Um, I feel like we can eventually overpower and outnumber the bad ones because when that presence is there and they even see the presence with people who look like them, okay, when they feel like they can't just take over or they can't just have their way, then they will see things differently. They won't be able to just blatantly just take lives and just fuck over people in the streets and do all of the horrible things that they do wearing those badges. They will be held accountable. Not all, but some. You're never going to get all. You know, you can never like speak all inclusive. If anyone wants to try the tea subscription for our tea party, use code HAPPY50 for our sips by tea. I'm just afraid that, yeah, it's gonna end bloody. Oh, they sent an email, but no ship date yet. I hope we get those tea drops they advertising. Um, the Asian cop kept the bystanders from approaching. And that's the thing. And see, that's why, like, when stuff like this happens, and then you, okay, Lady T, then you see, you know, like different history of their history comes out, right? Because now people are digging in their backgrounds. Now people are, you know, just seeing what other, you know, they're digging in their background, and now all this other stuff comes out that, you know, they have all these other incidents and complaints and reports, or, you know, just other whatever. All that stuff starts to come out, and how does all that? How does he get by with all of that? Just any of them? How do they get to keep their job and they just keep going on um, in their career without any consequences? It's because they have help. That's why. It's because other people who feel like them are on the force, probably either even in higher positions, that are helping them, you know, sweep this other stuff under the rug. And then when stuff like this happens, you know, their history comes out and you see, oh, he been doing, you know, he been doing stuff or whatever. Like he shouldn't even still be an officer right now at this point. But it takes something like this because they have help. They have, you know, other people that help them to cover up things that they've been doing all along. And then it takes something extreme like this. Destructive ones were probably harassed and mistreated by cops and want to inflict their pain. Could be, could be. I just don't like our president saying first the looting, then the shooting, right? So we can't tell who's shooting who. That's what's scary. Yeah, Miss O, and you know, stuff like that. Shooting. Were you speaking nothing but the truth right now? You know. Hey, I text you. I text you yesterday or today. You doing all right? Yeah, they fired all four, only arrested one. So what does that mean? They fired all four. What does that mean? All four were complicit in that man's murder. That's what that means. That means there were four men that were responsible for George Floyd's death, and only one got arrested. You know why? Because the mayor only called for one to get arrested, so they only arrested the one that they had pressure on them to arrest. Not saying the mayor was just wrong in that. I think the mayor did that because publicly and by videotape, you know, he is the one who looked as if he is the one who actually caused the death or actually murdered him. But no, they were all complicit. I don't care if it's an accessory, you know, an accomplice or whatever. There has been countless of unarmed murders. Absolutely, there have. Why you think we got this kind of reaction? I think we got this kind of reaction, number one, because like 99 said, it was on video. I'm gonna tell you something. With that man kneeled down on his neck and had his hands in his pockets. He had his hands in his pockets. Like, this ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'll do this You know what I'm saying? Every day or whatever. Like he just had his hands in his pockets just looking like, okay. Um yeah, Brittany, yeah, that's what I said with them knowing each other. Like when he can, like obviously he when they got the call, he didn't know he was gonna know who was there, but when he seen who it was, he already had problems with that man. But so yeah, so anyways, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just kind of like my mind. But yeah, so I just think we got this reaction. I think because here's the thing, like when you see something happen in one area, you see something happen or go down here, and then I feel like it's like widespread, like then it spreads, you know, and other people join in on what they see happened in this area. So I feel like we got the reaction we did, not necessarily because of his death, not necessarily. I don't even feel like a lot of it is because of anger for this situation. It based on that, but I feel like it's just domino affecting around the country because it started in this one area and just because they can to be included. You know, that's what I feel like. You know, I feel like people are tired. They are angry. They do want results. They are tired of people dying for no reason. They are tired of the racism. I feel like they're tired of all of that. But at the end of the day, people have been tired. This has been going on. It's nothing new. And I just feel like we've gotten this specific reaction right now today because it's been done in other areas. It started one place and other places just started setting their own and doing it their own and doing it in their own areas. That's what I feel like. Surprised Houston didn't go crazy. He really turned his life around. No hands. You know me, like Pac said, they don't give a F about us. However, we as people doing it right. That's why you see our races at these protests. Yeah, because everybody's tired. Everybody's tired. Yep. Yeah, I'm good. Had to come back early to see what's happening. Okay. No, yeah, they don't care about us. No, they don't. No, they don't. And see, like, you know, I'm gonna say something about as far as the president goes. The president. He has been wanting to implement martial law anyway. I think that is one of his goals before he leaves office is to implement martial law somewhere. That's what I feel like. So, you know, that's another thing. Any reason to do that, um, you know, I feel like he's gonna use that. He's been threatening it since, since COVID, and then in what COVID, um, he was threatening New York. He was threatening Chicago with martial law. Um, And then with this going on or whatever, he's been threatening it. First, he's threatening just in Minneapolis. Now he's threatening it, just around the country. Period. So he wants to do that anyway. They didn't think George was somewhat influential and known, which shouldn't matter, but may help the cause. That's why you see all races. Yeah. Many of the marches start peacefully, then the infants went crazy. Yeah. Yeah, and most of them were peacefully and stuff like that. I just, it is what it is, y'all. I'm just watching. I'm just watching. Jackson told us long ago they don't really care about us. Yes, he did. Mm-hmm. We basically in Chicago. Okay, martial law. They shut down buses, trains, lifted all bridges. Wow. They are both supposedly screwing the same chick. I think it was Ego. Oh, wow. They was screwing. Ain't that what happened with Rodney Reed? Rodney Reed that we were talking about, that when we were signing the petition to stop his death. He's in jail right now, supposedly for killing a white woman on death row, and the officer, he was an actual officer, was her fiance, and come to find out, well, not come to find out, but as far as the evidence points to, he's the one who actually did it. The fiance did it, and what? He was a officer, and then he ended up getting in trouble for something else, going to prison, and that's when he finally lost his badge and everything and his job in 2005. But way back in, what was it, 1990, what year? 1994, 95, 6 or something. You know, this man has been in jail for over 20 years for a crime that he did not commit. He did not commit. And just to let y'all know, they denied his appeal. So he's still on death row. He didn't die that day, but they weren't messing with the same girl. That's a rumor. Okay. So yeah. So y'all, it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. But they damn sure worked together, and there was some, it obviously was something. They probably had some little that's gonna put us deeper in a recession. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that's the reason why I'm talking about the financial stuff. That's why I'm talking about the financial aspect of the damage and all the tearing up and stuff, because COVID didn't make it bad enough. COVID didn't make it bad enough. Y'all really want to be in a damn living on the streets, being put out. If y'all don't know, let me say this: if you don't know, a lot of extensions and things like that were given for rent and mortgages and credit cards and utilities and phones and internet and all of that kind of stuff, all of those extensions that were given for your bills and your utilities and your overhead, and the courts being shut down for evictions and all of that kind of stuff, those are starting to lift now. Those extension times are starting to expire, and they are not being extended at this point right now. They haven't been extended. And so a lot of places, there's going to be evictions. There's going to be foreclosures. There's going to be a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? People are just now down, slightly getting back to work a little bit, certain places. And now we got this, and it's just pushing us back even further if COVID wasn't already going to push us back with a second wave. So recession, and when you're talking about unemployment is already at Great Depression rates right now. 40 million people, they say right now, is unemployed, or they getting unemployment. So yeah, if COVID didn't make it bad enough, all that looting and stuff, people gonna pay for that.
What are you doing with that?
Nothing.
I'm just. So he lives in Washington.
Who does?
Antonio. Isn't it funny that his name is Antonio? Why'd you throw it away?
Got stuff on it. How your eye? Freddie on here.
I'm gonna take that out of there. Is that okay?
Oh,
Is that right?
mhm. Amanda.
Okay.
I'm
Be quiet.
excited, but I see higher taxes in the near future. Oh yeah, higher taxes. You got that right. And they was talking about a second stimulus. The only way that's gonna go out is if people start getting evicted, cause all them extensions and stuff is expiring now. People's gonna start getting put out their house. Our governor said that he got the National Guard on the line on standby. So our governor here, he has National Guard on standby. And they extended our large group gathering restrictions to July 1st. So we are not allowed to still have any large gatherings until at least July 1st. And they'll be calling National Guard at any moment. So we gonna be like forced to stay in the house. Thank you, 99. Thank you. It was awesome conversation, you guys. Awesome conversation. Ooh, I appreciate all the feedback. Very much so. I mean, bottom line, I don't know. I don't know what the bottom line is. I'm just watching. I'm just watching. The extension's up and they want balance in full. Psh. Can you say it again? Balance in full, please. No, you can't make no payments. We didn't let you have you didn't have the longest payment. You didn't had your payment agreement. Y'all. Yeah, I had went ahead and bought a roast while I was in the stores. I'm gonna make a roast. I think I'll make it either tomorrow or what's the next day? Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes. I love y'all. I love y'all too. And if we don't get a second stimulus, the people who miss out are the under 75,000 oppressed, not the oppressor. Look, let me tell y'all something. That's where self-preservation and taking care of home comes into play. Because that's the thing. They gonna take care of them. Okay? They gonna take care of them. So that's what I mean. Like, we gotta take care of us. And if enough of us would focus like that and take care of us, and in turn support each other, it would be an amazing thing. An amazing thing. You know, back when there was a civil rights movement and all of that was going on, and they're fighting to be able to vote, they're fighting for women's rights, they're fighting for segregation to end, fighting for all of these amazing things, right? So that we can live and coexist and just be, right? Once those laws were changed and you know, and things were moving forward, we have our great grandparents and our grandparents who they purchased their own homes, and they started their own businesses, and they had insurance and pensions, and they were setting up for the next generation, not just themselves. And when they did that, like there's so many of us in this generation and even in our younger generation who don't have our own stuff. Because like a lot of
Did he get something to eat?
our great grandparents and our grandparents who left the homes and the businesses to their kids and stuff like that, they didn't do anything with it. They split it or sold it, but they didn't keep it, and they didn't do anything with it, and now it's gone. And see, stuff like that, when you have the basics and you start at the base and you build a solid foundation, you're supposed to be able to build on that.
I was talking about saying about you and my mom.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
My IG is askapril.bailbonds. askapril.bailbonds. But yeah, you know, like after the civil rights and all of that, like they bought their homes, they had businesses, all of that stuff, and then they left it to their kids, and then the kids didn't do nothing with it. Would in turn be like our the white cheese one is hamburger. Well, it got, I mean, but it's more white cheese. But and my FB is Ask April. But so you know, they laid that foundation for us after those laws and stuff got changed, and they were able to have their own and do that. Like they worked hard and they did that, and they tried to set that foundation for us. But then it all basically went away, and now, and not saying that we're owed that, because it's not like we're owed that. Like they worked for that, they had that, but it's just like if we would have been in the right mindset to keep that going and to build on top of that, we would be so much further just from that. But because that piece right there kind of got, you know, that got crumbled. It's like and then as we move forward, and you know, there's a thing called credit, and there's a thing called you know, you got credit cards now, you have credit scores, you have all of these things that goes into, you know, court is more involved in your, you know, your home business and stuff like that, like taxes, all of that kind of stuff. Like if we could have built on, you know, what our great grandparents had did for us, we probably would have been a lot further. Or even if we would have had, like, you know, financial education, a lot better. A lot of us, if we would have had better financial education, or, you know, education about credit and credit scores and all that sort of thing. You know, if we would have had that education, even without having that foundation to build on, we probably would have started our own a little better. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of things that our ancestors fought for, I think we lost it along the way. I think we lost it along the way. And, you know, I mean, if this is what we got to go through, or this is what has to happen for us to get back to that and get back to knowing how to fight again and stand for something again, then I'm all for it. But if it's all because you just can, or you're just taking an opportunity to do something because you just want to, then I feel like it's wrong, and I'm totally against it, you know. So that's what I mean. That's why my title is, you know, is it really about George Floyd? Because the why always matters to me, and I tell y'all about that all the time. I always focus on the why, because I feel like it makes a difference. It makes all the difference in anything that we do. Because it's your intention. You know, if your intention is wrong, then what you're doing is wrong. But if your reason for doing something is you have the right reason behind it, then you know, if you got to go extreme with it to get the results, then okay. You might just have to go there. You know, back then they had to go to extreme measures. People lost their lives. People were put in jail. You know, people lost jobs. All of that kind of stuff happened to them. You know, but you know, was it all for us to get here, to be here? You know, so I just feel like, you know, it's the reason why we're looting and we are burning things down and stuff like that. You know, um, and you know, if it's for us to get back to work, then okay, because yeah, we got comfortable. We got comfortable. We got lazy. We take things for granted. You know, we don't want to do nothing for nothing. We just want to get stuff the easiest way possible. You know, we don't, everything is just built on right now, right now, right now. Everything got to be instant. Nobody wants to put in that work. Nobody wants to, you know, and love. Like, the world needs love. And people actually cared back then. They cared about their families. They would die for their families. Husbands would die for their wife and kids. The wife would die for her family. You know, should we have to die? No. But I'm just saying the level of love and care, it was genuine, it was real. You know, it wasn't, you know, based on lust or based on right now or based on how anybody looked or what they had or nothing. Because they ain't look like shit. They ain't have shit. You know, nothing. They was just there. But they loved. They loved their families. They loved each other. You know, and they had goals in mind and they knew what they wanted out of life, you know, and they fought for that. And a lot of people lost their lives before they was even able to ever see the results. They lost their lives, and you know, their children, they went on to fight, and then their children went on to fight. You know, and along the way, it just got lesser and lesser and lesser, and here we are. So if we have to get out there, and if this is our fight, and we ready to go, and we ready to, and we care that much, and something got, a fire got lit inside of us that, you know, either never was lit or had died a long time ago or whatever, then okay, you know. But it had the why is what matters, you know. The reason that you're out there, that's what matters. That's what matters, and that's what's going to ultimately make the difference, because you can be out there looting and burning and screaming and hollering right now, but if you don't really give a fuck, what's to come is gonna be what's gonna make you or break you. And it's gonna show, because people, like I said, are we gonna just fade off and go back to our regular lives until the next time? You know, until the next time we see some such and such was killed and this happened and now we're upset again. You know, it shouldn't be that. That's all I'm saying, is that it should be a continued fight. It shouldn't be that we're enraged for a couple months and then we just go back to whatever until we hear about it again. You know, so that's what I mean by, you know, what are we doing? Why does it have to take this death? Why does it have to take somebody to lose their life for us to get results, or for us to show up, or for us to, you know, have our voices be heard? We should try to prevent. It shouldn't be, you know, reactive. We should be proactive. You know, we should be trying to prevent people from losing their life, not reacting from somebody losing their life. And so, you know, I'm just going to be watching. You know, we'll be talking about it. We'll be talking about it. Because it's gonna be, it ain't over with. It ain't over. Thank you, Chef. I think Facebook active right now, Dow. Oh, it's not? Ooh, Facebook ain't active? Oh my God. Type in ask April. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, keep the same energy. Yes, we must keep the fire in the channel and channel it to make changes in laws. Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to get off, y'all. They made it profitable for the man to be outside of the home. Miss O. Miss O. I was just having that conversation with somebody. We were just talking about that. And that's what he said. And that is so right. That is so right. They made it profitable. But let me tell you something about that. And I'm going to tell you what I told him. If a woman is going to choose getting more public assistance than to have the person, the man that you love in your home, your child's father in the home for y'all to raise your child together. If you choose that public assistance, which a lot of us have chosen the public assistance over having the man in the home, that is why we are here today. That is why we have so many fatherless homes. That's where it started. Let me say that's where it started, because that's not exactly why it's the way it is now, exactly like right now today. But that's how it started. And then it became common. It became common for the man to not be required to live in the home with a woman versus having that home life together. And that's where marriage is no longer that is no longer important or needed or whatever. But yeah, like, see, here's the thing. When you have the mother and the father in the home, 2 incomes is better than 1. You would be better off with that man going to work every day. You having a job, even if it's part-time, and y'all going balancing off of each other to raise your babies and be in the home together and build your own without these people being in your business or without being hooked in by them or anchored by them, because you're anchored. When you receive public assistance, as soon as you get a job or as soon as that income changes by just a touch, guess what? They're either going to lower it or they are going to take it away. Why? Because they don't want you to excel in that, okay? They don't want you to get over. They would rather keep you here. And see, people would rather do nothing and get this few dollars for not having to do anything than to go out and work for this. And that's where laziness comes in. That's where, fatherless homes comes in. And that's where it started. And then it's just gotten worse and worse to where, it used to be required. A woman used to require a man to be with her. We are going to be together. We are going to raise this child together. We have to be married. Like, that used to be a requirement. That used to be standard. But now, to get that public assistance and, that started happening. And then, oh my God, I hate hearing her in the bathroom because she's always doing something. Blowing noses and stuff. I don't like listening to that. Even if it is my child, I'm sorry. That's my big baby girl, but so what? So, but yeah, that's where it started, and then now, or what they're going to do, you're going to not work as many hours because you don't want to get cut off, or you're not going to work at all because you don't want to get cut off, or you're not going to have, you know, you're gonna sneak a man in the house or whatever, or just only let it, he can just come and stay the night. But now you can't get married because guess what? Then he's gonna be on your income and stuff, and he's gonna be have to be on your lease, and he, you know what I'm saying? All of that type of stuff. And now it's just the norm for the man to not be required to be in the home with the children. It's not a requirement to be married anymore to be with a woman or to have babies. It's not a requirement for a man to have to get up and go to work every day because guess what? He don't have a home to take care of, or not a family anyway. He just has himself. You know, and then the woman now, you know, single moms, single parents, or working hours, and the daycare is raising the kid when y'all could have been in the house together, both working, both doing y'all thing until, you know, and it could have went like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yes, TV media helps perpetuate the visual good time show. Yep. They want women alone and helpless to keep poverty cycle, period. Because they make money off of that. Y'all don't know they make money off of that? They make money off, they talk about welfare, this, and that. They make money off of that. Guess what? When you are on welfare and they send you out to go work for that, whatever them hours are, because you know now a lot of people have to go out and work for them stamps or work for, you know, that check. And guess what? They're basically getting free work, free labor. You don't think businesses are making money off of that? Yes, they'll hire someone who's getting public assistance because guess what? The state is paying, giving you this check, and they getting free labor. And they work together that way. Because it keeps money in their pocket because they don't have to pay all this money out in payroll. So I'm glad you said that. Willie Lynch set up, killed a man, and the women will make their men weak in fear of losing them. And then what my big sis says. Yep.
Sorry, Mom.
Yep, no, that's okay. You see Tia, the baby, in there too. She sleep though. I was just saying your uncle on here.
Hi. Woo.
But yeah, y'all, so it's a lot, y'all. It be a lot. It be a lot.
You said the baby in there too.
Huh?
You said the baby in there too. I was like, yeah, it sure is.
Hey, Ostara, how you doing, babe? Just made 2 runs to Purina to get cat and dog food before they destroyed it. Oh my God.
What?
You have an actual Purina in your area? Oh my God. Good night, Brown Sugar. Good night, babe. Love you too. Love you, babe.
What's a Purina?
Huh?
What's a Purina?
Purina. They make dog and cat food.
Oh.
They make pet food as a company. So yeah, y'all. Well, they seen her. They watched me put her to sleep. I was holding her and I was like, she went yawning and laying on my. Like all I gotta do is touch her, y'all. I hold her for 5 minutes and she gonna lay her head down and go to sleep every time.
Cause that's grandma.
Hey, Snack, how you doing, babe? And TMR shelter folks are coming to pick it up. Okay, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy. They tearing up every motherfucking thing. She ate blackberries too. She ate.
Mommy here, Kiana.
What?
Tia, come here. Wait, don't take Kamara yet. Girl.
Because she just got here. It's okay right now. Like, it's not really bad in my actual area where I live, but they was downtown. I think they set, they set a Target on fire out, like, outskirts or whatever. So, that is not funny that she said grandma. Right, what happened to Gigi? No, that's, do not call me no grandma. I ain't nobody's, I'm not nobody's grandma. The hell? Y'all, and shoot, wait a minute. Abdullah, you know Sherelle died?
Mm-hmm.
Sherelle got killed. They shot up her house and she was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin, well, it was actually my kid's cousin. It's my kid's daddy's first cousin. And I've been knowing her since she was little. I think Sherelle was she was probably like in the 3rd grade when I met her.
Dang, for real?
Yep. Her house got shut up, and you know she had just lost her son a few months ago. I don't know who did it. Do they know who did it?
It was gang related.
Oh, it was gang
'Cause she
related.
had all them dudes.
Yeah, in Georgia. Yeah, she did have. As a matter of fact, like all her son's friends and stuff, especially from him dying, was always at her house and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Good night, y'all. With grandma. I'm just messing with y'all.
Yeah, it's harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was in Georgia. Yep. Oh, y'all leaving?
Come right back.
Huh?
No, come right back.
Oh.
Oh,
All right now, because I got to work tomorrow.
No.
She
Me
better
too.
stay asleep.
Me too, I am. Sure. I gotta work too. She'll be up till 6 in the morning.
Who gonna be up till 6 in the morning?
That's what she do all the time. I be up with her. I be up. And then I sleep for an hour and then I get up and clock in.
That see,
Alright, Mom, I'll be back.
Y'all, they just be running in and out the damn house. This year is crazy. I demand a recount now. A snack. I'm trying to tell you. It happened yesterday. Yep. Matter of fact, because I was at work. Yeah, 2020 ain't been no hoe. Okay, 2020 said, "Bitch, what did I tell y'all last year? Didn't I tell y'all 2020 was gonna be the year of karma?" Atlanta. She was in Atlanta. Yep. I don't know what the outskirts. I don't know if it was like a outside county or something like that, but you know what's so crazy is I just talked to her on Facebook. Y'all know my granddaddy had just died. And so, what, a day or two after my granddaddy died, when I flipped out on, well, not really flipped out, but I cussed my aunties and them out on Facebook Live. She was on there and we was talking. Oh, you know, she was just telling me she loved me and stuff, and that you know, she been going through it since her son died and been going through it with family and stuff like that. And so she understood, you know, what I was saying. And she just recently, and then she added me on Instagram. So not really close because they moved to Atlanta. Her and she got an older sister that I was close with when we was kids. We was like younger, like when I first had Tia that was just in here, my oldest baby. Yeah, Facebook. My Facebook Live when I cussed out my aunties and all of that. Yep. So yeah, her name is it's CH. It's CHERR. Wait a minute. Yeah, CHERREL. And her maiden name is Woodmore, but I don't, cause she was married. I don't know what her married name is. But yeah, her house got shot up. Yeah. And she was 2 months pregnant. I don't have you on Facebook. You don't have me on Facebook? What they do? Y'all killed my granddaddy. Used him for every dollar they could until the last day that he died, and he had to go to a nursing home for him to freaking go to sleep and not wake back up. You know, no, they didn't kill him. He was just tired and he was ready to go, and he was too scared to die sleeping around them. He didn't sleep around them people. And he was in a nursing home for 3 days, and he went ahead and laid down and took his last rest. And they know what they did. You know, it's all about $1. What they can get. Ain't never had to pay for nothing they on their own, you know. So I kind of went off because fake shit. You know, you on Facebook like, oh, we'll get through this together, and oh, y'all didn't take care of him. Y'all didn't take care of him. He didn't eat. His clothes weren't clean. He wasn't clean. Made him pay for a house twice. Tore up every last car that he ever bought, up until the last one. You just he couldn't even have a meal. He couldn't even rest and lay down. Like, y'all couldn't even keep him neat or clean or fed. You pay for a house, you can't even rest in it. You can't, you know, pay for it twice. If I pay for a house twice, bitch, I better be able to, bitch, I want to do cartwheels around that bitch naked with a bowl of ice cream, okay? Like, fuck. Anyway, I gotta open my Facebook back up too, because I had shut my pictures down and shut a lot of shit down if you ain't my friend on Facebook. Because when Chopper went and found that picture of that damn dude I was with, and I need to open my shit back up. My shit always been public ever since I've ever had one, so damn sure shouldn't have to go to a home. Hell no. Hell no. So I went on there and kind of like said what I had to say to all of them, and now I gotta go back on there again, matter of fact, because now they telling my cousin I apologized, and the fuck, bitch. He was like, I know that conversation didn't go like that. I said, you damn right, that shit ain't go like that. They was on the phone telling me how they didn't know and what they couldn't do and all. Get the fuck out my face with that bullshit, okay? That's what you can do. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Oh, I love you, April, my niece. And a bitch, stop telling people y'all related to me, period. We do a snack, you know, like, we do. Regardless if you know it or not, people need people, okay? I don't give a fuck how independent you think you are, you know, how much you think you don't need nobody, you know, whatever. Yes, the fuck you do. Everybody needs somebody, okay? Everybody needs somebody. And it should just be common decency, you know. Just, we're all humans, we're all people at the end of the day, you know. And too much is based on what a person does for a living, or what a person has, or who they know, or where they've been, or what they got. Like, that's what everybody want to base shit on. Bottom line, we are all human beings. We all came in this world the same way. We gonna leave up out this bitch, okay, the same way. All right, and that's just the bottom line, okay? Like, ain't nobody better than nobody, just period. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you got, or none of that shit. And that's just the bottom line of it all. And we should all be there for each other. It should just be naturally humane of us to want to help another, because that's what we're all here for at the end of the day. We were all placed here to do the works of God. So, you know, that's just it. You know what I'm saying? He works through us to do for others. Some of us are going to be givers, some are going to be takers, and then the table's going to turn and it's going to happen all over again. We all a part of the food chain, and it just goes like this. It don't never back up. It keeps going forward and going forward. That's just how it goes. Sometimes we going to be in the front, sometimes we going to be in the back. But however it goes, like, everybody needs somebody at some time. That's just it. You know, and so to see people like hate people for their color, to see people get treated wrong because you know, they don't look like they have enough money, or they don't drive the right car, or you know, live in the right house, or whatever the fuck. You know, like that shit is just whack as fuck. Look at the disrespect for a man's legacy. Um, it's just whack. You know, like it's a lot of awesome people. I shared a video on my community feed earlier today, and it was about a homeless woman. It was an interview with a homeless woman. She's been homeless for 2 years. She was a social worker. She has a master's. She has a bachelor's. Um, you know, she has a daughter. And she is basically talking about that same shit, you know, talking about how it is living on the street, her life being a social worker and having a good life versus living on the street, and the people that she has ran across that are homeless now, the people that, you know, she had grown to know, being out there on the streets, and the way that she's learned to survive, you know. And she talked about how a lot of them, they stay, there's a hotel right next to where a lot of the homeless stay, and there's a hotel and they have vacancies, and they don't even, you know, they don't even offer a shower, or you know, a bed to sleep in or anything like that when they don't have, when they're not full, you know. And they're an independent, you know, privately owned hotel, which they can make any decision they want. And I feel that. And not to say people should just get something free because they're out there in the streets, but at the same time, how would you feel if it was you? That's how you should view situations with people. How would you feel if it was you? You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's where the humanity comes in. Is putting yourself in another's shoes, before you judge them. You know, before you make a decision about them and make an assumption about them, you put yourself in their shoes as much as you can, for as you know, for whatever you do know about them. And then you know, you base your judgment off of that, which you shouldn't be judging anybody at all, but just your thoughts about a person, or you know, what you think about them. That's, you know, that's what should be. That's what should be. But it's just sad. It's just sad. They ain't messes up. They ruin their own. Right. They ain't messed theirs up. Yeah, they ruined their own. That's another thing. Stop tearing up your own shit. See, that's the thing too. Tearing up your own shit. Okay, so we talk about living in the hood, right? So you live in the hood, you know, it's the central city or whatever, you know. I don't care if it's the projects. You know, it don't have to look bad. It don't have to be raggedy. It don't have to be dirty. You can clean. You can keep your yard, whatever piece of yard you got in front of your door. You can keep your home clean in the inside. You can keep the outside clean in your parking lot, and the trash, and the yards, and the buildings, and all that. You can do that. You can do that as a community. That's where you live. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing, living in the hood. You know, your yard don't have to be tore up. Your fence, your blinds, you know, your windows, your home, the paint chipping off the porch, furniture, garbage, trash. Like, it don't have to look like that. It don't have to look like that. And honestly, once you clean something so good, if you just keep it up on a daily basis, you probably won't have to do that again for a long ass time, unless you just feel like it. But it doesn't have to look bad. The hood can look like the suburbs. To keep it all the way real, the only thing is separating y'all is the zip code. You can have a nice yard. You can have a clean home. You know, borrow each other's talents. You know how to do this, they know how to do that. Help each other. Like, that's what neighborhood should be about. That's what humanity is. You know, that's what it just should be about everywhere. You know, that's just what we should do. But people don't trust people. You know, you want to have this mean streak. You don't want to be around nobody. You don't give a fuck. You know, you just in and out of there. You just don't make an effort. Just don't give a fuck. Like, people just don't give a fuck at the end of the day. That's just it. Like, it's just like, what the fuck ever. Like, they just don't care. And then you have people who do care, and you can tell the difference. Was in NFL, New York Giants, Toledo Rockets Hall of Fame. Yeah. Yeah, my granddaddy played in the NFL and played for the Toledo University Rockets. University of Toledo Rockets. Yes, he did. My granddaddy was in the NFL for a short period. Then he ended up, you know, having my daddy. My daddy was his first child. And you know what's so crazy is, I think, didn't he find out that we had like another uncle somewhere? Like, was he older than daddy or was he younger than dad? I think he was older than daddy. Like, before he moved up here, like, he had another kid. I think that was older than my daddy, if I'm not mistaken. But from what, you know, I know for sure, like, my daddy was his first child, and, you know, ended up getting my grandmama pregnant and stuff, you know, and just ended up worked hard all his life, you know. He was an asshole. He was a womanizer. He you know what I'm saying? He was mean as fuck, like, tried to be, you know, but don't nobody deserve to live like that. Not especially when is you being done like that by the people that you damn sure took care of all day motherfucking life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if nothing else, the people that he ended up living with to his dying day were the people that he was there for 24/7 every motherfucking day of their life. And, you know, they shut everybody else out or tried to shield him and tried to block everybody else out his life, you know, scared that somebody was going to get something from him, and they ended up doing him dirtball wrong up until his dying day. And that's the most fucked up thing, because it's like people who actually like loved him and didn't want nothing from him and would have taken care of him and stuff like that, like, you know, they were like blocked out, you know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, my brother, he liked my granddaddy. He loved my granddaddy. That's my brother, y'all. Abdullah is my brother, if y'all don't know. That's my actual brother. The one that y'all doxed. Well, the one Tracy doxed. And tried to show his police record. Like, that's the wrong one. He'll come find you. Okay? Oh shit, y'all. So anyway, oh my goodness, they're already homeless. You don't have to do everything for them, but at least do what you can. Absolutely. You got a hotel. You can't just allow them to just come take a shower. A shower? Like, sleep, like, use one room. You know what I'm saying? To sleep in for the night. Like, shit, they wouldn't give a fuck if they was on the floor, somebody get the bed or whatever. Like, they just would be happy just to be indoors for, you know, if it was just one room and it's like 5 of them, like, they wouldn't give a fuck. Take a shower, you know what I'm saying? Clean up. That's who you should give a job to. You're a hotel. Why wouldn't you employ them? Employ them. You know how many hotels I know here that you go in there and some of their employees live there? Like, they actually live there. And they employ them, you know? Cleaning or whatever, doing the breakfast thing, whatever it is you can do, maintenance. Man, yeah, it is messed up. A lot are caught in a welfare trap. Instead of teaching them to live a good, independent life, they are offered free rent and food to stay poor. It's a trap. It's absolutely a trap, a snack. And you know what? I ain't even gonna lie. Like, when I lived in low income, like, I took advantage of that shit. That is the time when I should have been buying a house. Like, I should have a home that I own right now. I just should. I've went through too much freaking money, and I did have low income for a little bit, and well, for a while, and yeah, like, all that time that I had that low income, I did have rent, but it wasn't, high rent. um and I did have my bills and stuff or whatever, but still, stuff was discounted, and working my ass off, hustling, all of that shit. I should have bought a house. That's what I should have done, but I didn't have that knowledge that I have now as far as finances and credit scores. I knew about it, but I didn't really give a fuck. I was more focused on my house was cool. My kids was taken care of, and focused on the wrong shit. Buying clothes and shoes for my kids and stuff like that. We would go places and hotels. We talking about hotels, and water parks, and we was always doing something. And so yeah, so um going out, all of that type of shit. Just not doing what I should have been doing with the money that I had. So when I say, like, I've made plenty of mistakes. And that's why I will say, like, this next half of my life is mine. It's for me. Everything I do right now is building for my second half of my life. So I can enjoy myself. I raised my kids and I did what I need to do for them. I've made mistakes, I've learned from them. And now it's just all about, living the life that I want to live. And so that's just my journey now. Just the career that I want, and have the relationship that I want, and all of that kind of stuff. Meet new people, see different things, all the stuff that I haven't done. I haven't ever had, like, love, real love, as far as a man goes. So I've never been married. I don't I haven't traveled. you know, all of that. I've had, worked in different industries that I enjoy and stuff like that. And, but as far as a career, no. Financially, I've done well financially in the past, but didn't do the right things with it. So, yeah, I just want all of that, and that's just what my journey is right now. And helping my children as they are in their young adulthood and going into that. My son, he has a couple years before he's going to be graduating from high school, and he is going to be the one to go to college and go away to college. And, yeah, once he's graduated and on his way and stuff, I'll be able to do, and what it depends on where he moves and stuff like that, or what college he goes to. Um, on that decision as far as if I'm staying or leaving. Uh, but whatever I do, I'll be able to get up and go, and by that time I'll be good. I will have my career that I'll be working in, and we'll have my business and all that kind of stuff. Everything will be set. And as far as my girls, they're young adults, and just keeping them straight, just trying to make sure that they don't make decisions that I made, especially financially. You fuck up financially, it's hard to get back on, unless you really, like, get lucky, or you really get something that's going to jumpstart you outside of fast money. um it's hard. It's hard to, get that stability back when you lose it. So yeah. So all right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for being on here. My brother was on here. I love him. He's a cool dude, y'all. He's a good guy. And But anyway, y'all. So yeah, so I'm gonna get up off here because I'm hungry. And what time is it? It is 11. So I need to shower. All right. When did I take a shower today? Oh, I did take a shower this morning. So I was about to say, like, did I feel like I just, it took me so long to do my makeup and everything. Like, I don't know how long. I gotta wash my hair. So yeah, so I'm gonna get in the shower, wash my hair. Then I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna see what's going on YouTube. Love you too. Love you too. They said, I think Gina was having a panel over there. I don't know. But I'm gonna see what's going on YouTube or whatever. And that's pretty much it. No update on the new stimulus yet, but y'all see what's going on, so we'll see about that. But what else? What else? Yeah. All right, y'all. So I love y'all. Yep. Peace to you too. Okay. I will see y'all later. See you, Miss O. Love you, babe. Yes, please like the video on your way out. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all in the morning. Bye, y'all.